Hi, welcome back to Captivating Makeup. I am your host, Emma, and today we are going to be playing with the Spring Dragon palette from Oden's Eye in collaboration with Judy. I am so excited to play with this palette. I have been watching the videos, not too many reviews. I only watched one review, and that was it. Tried to keep my opinions on this one. But ever since I saw the color story of this one, I was hooked. And I kept going back and forth going, should I buy it? Should I not buy it? I have so much makeup. And then I was like, when did I ever care about having too much makeup? So here we are. Judy palette. So excited. The packaging is absolutely gorgeous. Like, look at that. Ah, so pretty. But before we get started, like, subscribe, comment, whatever you can afford. And if you don't like my videos, I'll see you on the way out. Bye. So the Spring Dragon palette is very pastel. So if you look at the colors, they're very pastel, very springtime, very pretty. You can kind of tell that like it reflects really well. So the shimmers are gorgeous. The details and the packaging are just stunning. Like I am just in love with all of this in general. I think this was they did a good job on this one, and I am ready to play with it. So I want to get started, but I want to check some colors first. Ooh, definitely very pastel-y. Like if you're expecting, like it's still got the pigment of, ooh, okay, that's a little different than what I thought that was going to be. So it's definitely got the pigment of Oden's Eye for sure, at least in the swatches, but definitely a little lighter on the color. So I think I know what colors I want to use for sure. Just needed to make sure they were going to turn out the color I wanted them. So I'm going to start with Blossom. Ooh, definitely some kick up for sure. But Blossom is this top pinky red color. And we're going to, definitely some kick up, so just so y'all know. And we're going to start in the inner corner here. Definitely lays down pretty well. So I'm not upset about that. Definitely some pigment, so I'm definitely not worried about that for sure. They definitely are going on smooth. They're blending out, which is really nice. I'm just gonna put a little bit more on because I am a sucker for just putting on more and more color. I was about to say, it's funny because my wardrobe is very like dark and black and darker, more neutral colors, but the moment you get an eyeshadow palette in front of me, I'm just like, where are the colors? I want the colors. I don't want, like, I like a good neutral look, but the colors are what I go for first. All right, and then we're gonna take another brush and I'm going to mess this up. I am so sorry. Like, I am terribly sorry. Which is this purple color right here. That is going to go on the outer corner on a different brush, just so we don't mix the colors yet. So we're just going to get definitely some kick up, but just so you know, when it comes to pastels, I would expect nothing less from pastels, just because they are lighter pressed, so you can get that like beautiful pigment, but it's not gonna be like it's not gonna be crazy pigment, but it's still gonna show up on your eye, which is like the point of the color. Like you don't want it to not show up. Ooh, okay. Yeah, definitely liking that. We're gonna try and blend that a little bit in the middle. We're just gonna take that and I'm actually going into the Flora color just a little bit, which is that color next to the purple. And using that to blend out that line there so it kind of looks more blended. There we go. And this is how the eye look is looking so far. Just making sure that it is really blended, because I don't want like a stark line between my colors. But it seems to be blending okay. It does take a minute, so don't be discouraged if it's not going out exactly when you want it to. So now I'm between these two colors, Dew and Petal. But I think I know what color I'm gonna go with. This is Petal and this is Dew. One's more like a beigey pink, while the other one is like very pink, very like bright pink color. I think I'm gonna go with Petal. So I'm gonna show you in the pan. That's Petal. So I'm gonna take Petal and I'm gonna put it on the inner part of my eyelid. So we're gonna start in the middle right here. Ooh, okay. Huh. I'm gonna do it this way. For some reason, this like shimmer shade really reminds me of, well, it might not be, like definitely of Asian beauty brands, because it's very sparkly, but I feel like the base pigment is not as like intense as it normally would. I think I'm just gonna take it. Ooh, okay, yeah. Yep, definitely gonna do that. So it definitely feels more like Asian beauty shimmers. I mean, I can kind of see a little like pigment under it. And maybe that's just because I'm putting it on a base, but that's what it reminds me of. And then we're gonna go into this plum shade right here. And I'm gonna put that on the outer corner, and I think I'm gonna do we're just gonna get a little bit more of that. There we go. Okay, so that's where the base pigment is. Okay. I think I'm gonna do what I did on the other side, and I'm gonna take that shimmer up so it just mixes. So as you can see, I put the shimmer all the way up. All right, so part of me wants to do what I did here and put the pink here and then the purple here. But part of me wants to play with another color. So I think I'm gonna play with Rain, which is that blue color right here. I think I'm gonna smoke that on the under eye here. Ooh, okay. So see, we're just smoking that. Okay, I think I like that. I like a little bit of that extra color there, because I do want to try as many colors as I can in the palette. And so that's the blue. I like that sky, almost like cotton candy blue that's in this palette. So that's the first eye. I'm gonna put a little mascara on so we can see like what it looks like almost completed. If you're not doing weird like faces or like eyes while you do mascara, are you really doing mascara at that point? Because I think you need to do weird looks to get like a perfect mascara look. And of course I did. No matter what I do, I cannot avoid. I need to get one of those like mascara guards or something, because I really am having the hardest time like avoiding my eyeshadow look. And I think that's a me problem at this point. It is definitely not the mascara's fault at this point. I think it's a me problem, because this happens with like almost every mascara I use at this point. I think I fixed it. I think I fixed it. So this is what the entire eye look looks like. I'm going to go away for a second, do my second eye, finish the rest of the makeup, maybe put a little eyeliner in the waterline, and I'll be back. And I'm back. So I got the full face on. Decided to play a little with a little bit more blush, a little, I wouldn't say bolder lip, but definitely not the nude I would go for with a bright look like this. And I did add some eyeliner to the waterline. I used Prance from Colourpop. And I think it really emphasizes that blue color that I put under my eyes. So first impression, I think this works like the majority of my Oden's Eye palettes. The mattes are smooth, pigmented, glide on the eyes, will blend out if you don't have to put a ton of work in, but they're not going to easily blend out. They're not just going to be like 1, 2, done. You do need to work with them a little bit. So that is normal for this palette. I did not see any like patchiness or breaking or anything like that. What I saw with the Christmas palette I tried, which was the Hey Reindeer palette. That is somewhere in my catalog if you want to take a look and see what I thought of that one. Spoiler alert, it started to bald, but the mattes in these, smooth, work well, do exactly what I want them to do, and they do blend out. Now, the shimmers. So I used Petal and Plum. Actually, while we are here, I think I'm going to try to put Dew in the inner corner. Just like a little light pink color. A little bit in the inner corner. So I used Plum, Petal, and Dew. Now, and there it is in the inner corner. I think this is a very like sparkly, pretty look I did. The shimmers. So Petal and Dew work very similar together. They're like a similar shimmer shade that I would expect from Oden's Eye. The Plum shade is a little bit more emollient. So when you put your brush in, it's going to move around a little bit more. So it's a little bit more putty-like, I would say, than the other two shadows that I played with. And I think Long and Moss are going to be like Petal and Dew compared to Plum, where it's a little bit more textured, I would say, than the others. They look stunning. That shimmer, that glow, phenomenal. Like, I love how it looks. It's just, if you don't like those flakier shades, Plum is that flaky kind of textured shade a little bit. So just know it's a little bit more emollient than I would say Petal and Dew. And I think Long and Moss, which are the other two shimmer shades, are going to be very similar to that. I did not get to play with any of the deeper shades, so I would say like Wood. But I'm assuming it's going to work the same as the others. Now, I do have a look in mind. I already have another look in mind for when I play with this again. And it's definitely going to be with that Chun color, which is up here. And then the Wood color down here. I think it's going to be I think that's going to be a really pretty one. Along with Moss, which is that shimmer shade. But the shimmers go on well. There is a little bit of glitter that fell off under my eyes. It was a quick cleanup, but just so y'all know, it does move a little. Like, so maybe don't do your base first and then clean off whatever you need to, or whatever you may choose to do with that. Just be mindful that it's there, that it will sprinkle off a little bit, because they are a little bit of a softer shimmer, I would say. Other than that, I am having a lot of fun with this. I mean, if I'm already looking at new looks to go with this palette, then you know that I am definitely enjoying what I've seen so far. And when a palette plays nice, I then think of more ideas. But when a palette is not doing what I want it to do, and it's starting to frustrate me, I I instantly stop thinking about looks and I start thinking about, well, how am I going to make this work? Because I don't want to go out in public not putting out my best makeup looks. But I'm going to show the palette one more time. I think it is a beautiful palette. I think it's got some beautiful shimmers, some beautiful pastel mattes. I didn't have any big trouble with them. There is some kick up in the palette because they are lightly pressed, but that's okay. If you don't care about that, then that's fine. It'll work perfectly. Just make sure to tap off a little bit so it just doesn't go everywhere and you got a little bit more control. Other than that, I like this look. I like this like peachy pink with this purple and then that blue underneath. I wish, just for this look, I wish it had a blue shimmer so I could like shimmerize the under eye just to give it that full glitter look. I'm sure if I dig through my stuff, I'll find a blue shimmer that matches this. Like, my collection's big enough. I'm sure I could find it if I was really looking for it. But overall, I think I like the look. I like the palette. I'm excited to play with more. And honestly, I wasn't too worried about this one because I have the other collaboration with Oden's Eye and Judy. And I love that one. It's a little bit more fall tone. So it's like browns, reds, greens, very fall time effect. A little bit more warmer than this palette, I would say. But that one also has a beautiful look to it, just a different look. And I like that they're so different from each other, that I didn't pick this one up and felt like I was just getting the same palette. I felt like I was getting two completely different palettes for this, because I still own my other Judy one. So I wanted to make sure with this one that I wasn't just buying a similar story. But I'm not... Both palettes don't surprise me for the creator, but they are different enough that I feel like I'm getting my money's worth on both palettes. Do you get what I'm saying? I think you get what I'm saying. But other than that, this is beautiful. I definitely would recommend picking this one up, and if you don't like this color story in particular, there's two other color stories. If it's the same, if the other two stories are the same quality as this one, I don't think you'll be disappointed with what you get. I definitely think this is one of those ones that you're not going to have big regrets over buying it. I think it's going to give you beautiful eye looks, and it's not going to give you a ton of trouble. Now, if this changes, if for some reason throughout the day this starts to get all wibbly wobbly wonky in some way, I'll let y'all know. But so far, I think we got a winner. We haven't had a winner since, I would say, Angelica Nikovich's palette from Oden's Eye during Halloween. Yeah, the Christmas one I've played with maybe once after, and I was still having problems. So I'm glad we're back. Oden's Eye. We missed you. We missed you a lot. All right. Thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. Comment down below if you picked up the collection, or if you're looking at the collection, or if this one's just not for you. Makes sense either way. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye.